Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. It's currently 6 AM here in Thailand and today I'm incredibly tired, but I've had to wake up because I'm going on an amazing tour to the old capital city of Thailand, Ayutthaya, full of temples and different places to see around the old city. I'm really excited to go and explore what old Thailand has got to offer. Now come along, join me on the adventure, and hopefully we'll find some interesting people along the way and some brilliant things to go and have a look at. Let's go and get on the coach. Right, so we just got off at a service station, which I've got to say, I think they're better than the service stations back home in England. Look at this. Hello. Hello. You've got a bunch of different food. You've even got a Texas chicken place. It's a good little place to eat, I will say. We just stopped for 10 minutes. I got on the coach with some people from Australia, South Korea, and of course our tour guide, who's a very funny guy, He was telling us all about Ayutthaya, about how the Burmese king used to try his hardest to take over Ayutthaya, the old capital city, and he took the son of the king of Ayutthaya, who then grew up and eventually went back to Ayutthaya, got the troops and went and attacked the Burmese prince and took back Ayutthaya from the Burmese. Very interesting bit of history. But anyway, I need to grab myself some food now because I've had no breakfast. It's really early, so let's go and get some scran, get back on the coach, and I'll see you guys when we get to Ayutthaya. So we've just arrived here and we've just come to the only temple in Thailand that looks like a church. I think we're just about to go on this very strange device. Look at this. Are we getting on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh goodness me. It's not going to fall in, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're moving. Are you sure this is safe?
Yeah, safe. If no safe, we can swim.
What happens if I can't swim?
Take a dolphin.
Oh well. It's
This way go to Bangkok. This way Ayutthaya.
Ayutthaya that way.
Ayutthaya. Normally we can go with the boat, speedboat, and the minibus, whatever you like.
Wow. Very pretty. This is definitely the most interesting thing I've seen so far. This is wild. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. My gosh. Are you okay?
Okay.
After you, Goodness me. Whew. Wow. It's like being in Europe, but in Thailand. Look at these buildings. All these. Very European, right?
Yeah, European
style.
Italian architecture they make here. 1877.
Ah, bellissimo. And what is this river called here?
This is river Chapya, Thailand to Bangkok. During the colonialism period, the king liked to show the Western country that Thailand civilization, same Europe. Then they bring the architecture from European here and build all the place like modern Europe at that time. Then they're still in Bangkok. Most of the buildings and nearby the street original Bangkok is 100 years, 150 years old, modern Europe style.
And now this is much newer.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the temple section.
I feel like I'm in Florence.
This is a place where the magazine, fashion magazine, sometimes they came here and make pictures.
The fashion magazine. Thai Vogue.
Yeah, Thai Vogue like that.
This is pretty wild.
This place is like the island that's surrounded by the river. That's why we across with the cable car.
So this is an island?
Yeah, an island.
Oh wow.
Small island surrounded by the river. The river both sides.
It's definitely different to Bangkok. Yeah. A lot less people.
Ayutthaya is more green. Bangkok is a building city. But over here is a field.
Wow.
And a garden. Auditorium hall.
Auditorium hall.
Yeah, auditorium hall.
Wow. That is beautiful. You wouldn't expect to see something like that in Thailand, right?
Yeah. This is only one temple. We make local pictures.
I feel like I'm back home. So this place was built by the Thai king hundreds of years ago because he liked the European architecture. So he got a team of Italian architects over to Thailand and built this place in Ayutthaya. And this is why you've just got like a little pocket here of European architecture, which is crazy. And you can just see through there the stained glass windows, the chandeliers, all the painting on the walls. That's pretty wild. Obviously I didn't come here to see Europe. Came here to see Thailand, but this is pretty interesting.
In Thailand, most of the people, about 80% is Buddhism. And the Buddhism is the belief of the philosophy of the man. This man named Buddha. Buddha is not the God. He's a man. He exists in India 2,500 years ago. He was a prince in India. Okay? And Buddha, in his life, he get everything. Luxurious, money, beautiful lady, everything. Okay? And one day he went out the palace. And he see the people, some rich, some poor, some living good life, some bad life. And he think about everyone was born equal. You know, when you was born, nothing you bring with. Okay, only yourself. But everything you see in your life, the rich and the poor, the money, everything is illusion. Okay, because the first day you got nothing, and when you go die, you can take nothing with. Okay, when he meditation, you see most of the posture Buddha sit like this. When he meditation, he focus on the mind control. Buddha teaching about philosophy. He teaching about simple things like EQ, emotional quotient.
So was just saying how Buddhism is so big in Thailand because it spread through Cambodia, through to Thailand from India, and how 80% of the people in Thailand are Buddhist. So it's a very big religion here, and you can definitely see that with the shrines, statues, all dedicated to Buddha and his teachings. It's very interesting, especially to see it in this setting with the European architecture there and then the Asian Buddhist philosophy there. It's definitely East meets West. And once again, when I was just staying outside, it's like you walk in and it looks just like a 17th, 18th century, maybe 18th century church. And then you walk up and see the Buddhist statues, and you'd think it was a completely different religion. This is mental. Look at that. Right, we're gonna go to the next place and have a look around because I'm gonna get a picture here. So I'll see you then. Right, so we're just about to leave this place. What's the name of this place again?
Wat Niwet Thamma Pawat.
Wat Niwet Thamma.
Wat Niwet Thamma Pawat. You got the phone.
The phone, yeah.
Google Map.
Google Maps.
Google Map. You can pin, and you remember the name.
And I'll remember the name. Okay. Map. There's so many flies. Goodness me. Wat Niwet Thamma Pawat.
WAT.
Well, I'm not even going to try and say that, but I'll put it on the screen now.
This one.
That one. I'll save it here.
Yeah.
There we go. Brilliant.
This
okay.
Is the
Thank
name
you.
Our temple.
But yeah, we're just about to go and leave and go look at the next place, right?
Let me cool down.
Let you cool down first. You're getting it most on the floor there, Giving up. Right, so we're gonna go and head now to the main area, but it's been nice coming here. It's been interesting to see how European architecture has influenced Thailand. But anyway, we need to head off, get back on the rope swing across the water, and yeah, over to Ayutthaya. Let's go now. Right, so we've just arrived at our next destination, the Big Golden Buddha. I'm not sure of the name, I'll be completely honest. I'll pop the name down on the screen at the moment, right now. Well, yeah, it's the temple of the Big Golden Buddha. I've got to take my shoes off for the third time today. I feel like today's going to be a day of taking my shoes off, popping them back on continuously. But yeah, let's go check it out. I think it'd be nice.
On the gold surface, first we use the black glue and leave it dry. After that, we use the small pieces of the nail gold leaf, 24 karat gold, put on the top and black on.
So what the tour guides have just told me about this room is that all of this gold is 24 karat gold leaf that has been stuck on, and that is a lot of gold leaf. You can even see with this Buddha here, the gold leaf is peeling off a little bit. But look how beautiful and intricate that is. Wow. What do you think, Jeff? Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? You don't find this in Birmingham, mate, I'll tell you now. Wow, look at the size.
And the big Buddha over here, 25 meters high, 15 meters wide.
Wow.
And made by a brick and the cement. And we cover the Buddha with the gold. The surface on top, the Buddha, 24 karat gold. The Thai people, when we walk around the Buddha, like this, clockwise. Do not walk anti-clockwise. Bad luck.
Oh wow, really?
Clockwise walk.
Yeah, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that bad luck. So what was just saying to us then was that this building was one of the only buildings that survived the fire during the battle with the Burmese kingdom. And as you can see, it's incredibly beautiful, and it's amazing and almost a gift that it still survived. And these Buddhas here, these statues here, were all the way back from that time when this building was first built 700 years ago, and the bronze ones were made a little bit later. But it's incredibly beautiful. All around us we're surrounded by statues of the Buddha, as well as the little statues on the wall, and it really shows just how important Buddhism is here in Thailand. Now, you've probably noticed just behind me up here there is a massive golden statue, and that is what this temple is really famous for. How long did it take to build this? Do you know?
No, but it's a long time.
A long time.
See, this is the tree.
Yeah.
One tree, teak wood.
Yeah.
One tree combined like this,
Yeah.
like a T, and then they use the brick and the cement make Buddha. This is the core of the Buddha. Okay.
Yeah.
See closer. The square one pieces of the real gold leaf, then push and blush on. See, millions of the pieces.
And that's all gold, real gold.
Pure gold.
Wow. One expensive Buddha. We look over here, we can see the sheer size of the big giant golden Buddha. And like you said, every single small piece of gold has been individually put on. And the camera doesn't really do this justice, to be honest, because it's absolutely huge. It's one of the biggest statues I've ever seen in my life. And that just shows how dedicated the people are to Buddhism here, because of how long that would have been taken to have been constructed, which is amazing. Right, now that we've seen the big Buddha, let's head on to the next thing and see what else has got in store for us. Let's head over.
When we come to the temple, now we donation money. Put the money in the box, and the temple will give us a gold leaf, 24K gold.
Oh wow.
A 24K gold. And after that, they come to the Buddha and stick on the Buddha for lucky. Okay? And every day you see the gold may fall down on the carpet. Evening, they make a vacuum. Okay? And keep in the bin every day. Not together in the bin. Okay? And in the years, we fire. The small one gold melt to become a big one gold. Donation for the temple from everyone money to expand about electricity, water pipeline, everything. Use in the temple, renovate the temple by everyone money.
Wow.
Small money that we distribute in the morning.
So the room we're about to go into now has got two golden Buddha statues that were held in Ayutthaya. When the Burmese invaded, the people here covered them in cement so that they did not think that the gold Buddhas were there. And then it's only until around about 100 years ago in the 20th century that the cement started to expire, fall off, and people found these. Look how amazing this is, so shiny. So yeah, these Buddhas were completely covered in cement, right? And then when were they found?
1965.
Not till 1965.
Yeah. It's kept in cement for almost nearly 200 years.
200 years. Shows how smart people back in history were to be able to conceal things such as this from the enemy. And now we're able to come and see and have a look at them here in Ayutthaya. We're now going to go and have a look at the next area that takes us to. He's very reluctant to tell me just yet where we're going, but we'll find out shortly. Let's go and head over there now.
Lucky, lucky. Make a wish and you let ring reach out.
So why is it lucky?
I believe you come to the temple, you do good thing here. Then you make a wish and you make the voice reach heaven.
Go on, Jeff.
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Here we go.
I will make you video.
Would you mind?
You ring the bell.
Thank you. This one, yeah?
Any. 3 times. Okay, lucky.
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 Thank you. So there we go. Hopefully that has brought me the luck for the rest of the year, and hopefully has reversed what the mystic fortune telling uncle of Yamate Hong Kong market said about my YouTube career. Hopefully this is what turns it around and builds up my channel. We shall see. We shall see. So that there was the temple with the big golden Buddha. I'm sure will be able to tell us what the name of the temple is. What's the name,
The name of this temple is Wat Pananchung.
Wat Pananchung. So if you want to come check it out, Wat Pananchung. But yeah, really good that, really enjoyed that. And like I said in there, it really shows how big Buddhism here is in Thailand. Now, before gets annoyed at me for taking too long vlogging, let's go head over to the next place. So we've just arrived at the memorial temple, which is just behind me there. And this temple was built over 700 years ago to celebrate the victory of the Ayutthaya prince who was taken by the Burmese when he was young and who came back to fight for this area against the Burmese kingdom. And later on I'll show you some chickens, statues of chickens just out the front. And was telling us that people who come and pray and wish for a successful life here donate those chickens. And the reason being is because the old king was a big fan of cockfighting. There was no video games, no board games that many years ago. So the king was a big fan of chicken fighting. and that's why many people donate those chickens after they've become successful to honor the king. Right, let's go and have a look around the temple and see what's on offer there and see what mysteries we can find. Let's go. So just round here is the reclining Buddha lying down. Why is the Buddha lying down?
Tired.
Is that why?
Tired.
Tired. Long day at work.
They make a story of the Buddha after he died. Nah? There is the tales of the Buddha that there is one demon, one giant. He think Buddha small man, crazy. Okay, he did not obey the Buddha because I'm bigger than him. Why I have to listen to him? Okay, Buddha can lead his mind. Okay, and Buddha, oh, you think like this? I make myself bigger than you 100 times. Lie in front of the demon and talk to him. That's why they always make reclining Buddha big. Okay, and demon say, oh, Buddha is a great man. Then he listened to the Buddha.
Thank you, Well, now we know. And all you demons out there, you know not to mess with Buddha because he's very big. So has given us some free time to walk around the temple and go and have a look. Now, I haven't had a lot of time to talk to the camera and to have a look around just yet, as we're on a busy schedule. Likes to keep the tour going and keep everyone happy. But I wanted to tell you a bit about what he told me earlier about why some of the temples have been knocked down and why there's a lot of burn damage around. And he was saying in the 17th century or the 18th century, 1760s, the Burmese Empire came to invade Ayutthaya again, and during that they burnt down all of these buildings, which brought a lot of distress to the local people here. But thankfully a lot of the temple is still here. And I think one of the beautiful things about it is, you know, a lot of places that have suffered such unfortunate incidents have always been reconstructed, which, don't get me wrong, is nice because you get to see what the temple or what the place looked like before it was demolished. But I think the nice thing about coming here is that the original buildings have been kept intact and almost nothing has been modeled over or remodeled to fit what it used to look like. At the end of the day, we can see the full history of what this temple has gone through. So we're going to go and have a look round now. I mean, it's incredibly boiling today, so you're gonna have to forgive me if you see me wiping my face with the side of my shirt all the time. But it's currently 36 degrees here in Thailand and I'm sweltering hot. I've got some water in my bag that's keeping me going, but if I faint halfway through this video, then that's why. Let's go and have a look at the temple, see what it's got in mind for us, and see if we can find anything interesting along the way. So we've just come up to the entrance to the temple and I feel like I'm entering something out of the film Mummy. This is amazing. Let's have a look up there. I'm hoping it's nice and cool up there, but in reality, let's be honest, we're looking at a Bosch convection oven in this thing. But just look how beautiful it is. I mean, already we can see all around how amazing this area is. How beautiful it is in here. People dropping wishes down there. So unfortunately I only have English coins on me, so I hope a 20p piece is okay. Just drop it down. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fall down there, would you? Let's go and head round to the side of the building and see what the view's like up there. Here we go. Just have a look how beautiful it is. Wow. You can see all over the area all these amazing buildings with the red roofs, some of the newer ones and the older buildings as well. The view from up here is immense, and it's just, you can't even like put into words the size of this temple when I'm stood down here. But I tell you, it's huge, absolutely huge. I'm really glad I've come here today obviously in the city of Bangkok, and I say this in every video when I go to an urban area or rural area, or coming to a place like this, you really get to see what the ancient history of Thailand has to offer and how people back in the day used to live, which is not something really you'd see in the centre of Bangkok. But anyway, I think we're done here at the Memorial Temple, and I'm looking forward to where is going to take us next. But until then, I'm going to snap some pictures, so I'll see you guys shortly. So we've arrived at our next destination, and the only thing I know about this is there is a mysterious Buddha hiding in the trees, which you will see shortly.
All this temple, 17th century, was damaged by fire. Now the fire burned the whole temple. Now and the big building over there is collapsed. Now 110 years ago, it was broken down. Now all the building over here, just left only the foundation and the building. Now and over there you may see the root of a banyan tree. Now across the wall. Now across that is a Buddha head falling down. Now on the ground, and the tree grow up and hold the Buddha head up the ground.
Is this the same fire from the Burmese king?
Yeah.
The Burmese king again?
Yes.
Wow.
17th century.
So he burnt down all of these places. Crazy. So now we're going to go and explore the temple. What's the name of the temple?
Wat Maha That.
Wat Maha That, I think. My pronunciation is terrible. So for those of you from Thailand watching this video, if I've said that incorrectly, then please do correct me in my pronunciation. But oh well, what can you expect of ignorant Englishmen exploring Thailand? All I can say is I'm sorry.
That's what direct north 700 years ago. And this temple is the same age as the first one temple. Under the ground we have the Buddha relics. Keep under the ground 10 meters. But now it's in the museum. When the building collapsed, we dug out and found the container, the Buddha ashes, keep here in the museum. Now in all the building, over here is many details, like the first one temple. Okay, I will show you inside. I will walk, see.
Wow, so there you have it. Again, another temple from 700 years ago here in Thailand's old capital. And once again, the Burmese king at the time came and burnt it down. But incredibly beautiful. And once again, like I said earlier with the other one, is that it hasn't been reconstructed. You can see the history. I mean, it's not nice to see, but being able to see it in a history context is nice, because it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, like I said, if something like this in the UK, people would be scrambling to make sure it stayed modern and reconstruct it so it looked just like it was. But I think it's much more beautiful to be able to see it like this, because this is what it was. Yeah, all of these bricks are from that time. But you're taking us inside, yeah?
Yeah. Stay inside, walk around.
So you've got a good idea, you're not going to get burned. I'm going to look like a lobster by the end of this. So now we're inside the temple. Here in the middle, got the main building, and around are all these broken Buddhas. These Buddhas were unfortunately broken in the war here in Ayutthaya. There's only one Buddha that survived the whole war here at this temple, and it's this one here. It's the strongest Buddha throughout the war. What one was also telling us was that all these buildings here would have been covered in white, gold and red paint. But unfortunately, due to the fire, it's all come off, and now it's just left as bare brick. You can still see some of the details over the top, but that's all that's left here at the temple, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Over here we can see more of where the details are on the temple before the fire, and there's still a little bit there around the middle. It just goes up and you can kind of see where it's been eroded. It's astonishing that it's held up this long. I mean, if you look at this one over here, you've literally got pieces of bricks just clinging on the top. It's absolutely wild. and the building is slightly moving to the right. Obviously with time comes the erosion of these places, but at the end of the day it's really interesting to see how over time it's still here and still available for people to come and have a look at. So this here, this is a where people put their beer 700 years ago.
It's the refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
700 years ago.
So if they wanted
Joking.
Oh.
Nong dam. This is this.
The lights, is it?
They put the
Candle?
not the candle. It's like the lamp. Put in. See all along the everywhere around the temple. You see the triangle hole. Then they put the lamp in to make a lighting in the night time, like a spotlight. Okay.
Fair enough.
You're a tease, you're a tease. So this is not for beers, it's for lights. You're a joker. This is why he's the best tour guide in Thailand.
Remember in the morning, the color white, red, and gold. See, red still. The red still, and the gold is gone. This is the white color.
Okay.
Remember?
Yep.
Red, gold, and white.
Yep.
Everywhere in the temple, you see. This is only one left in the temple. That you can see. 700 years old. Thai art.
Wow. Would this have been chiseled in?
This is the brick. And then they put a cement on, and then they make a Thai style.
Oh, in the cement.
And then they stick with the gold and red and white.
Wow.
This is all the temple.
Very beautiful.
Color like this.
Very beautiful. That's quite astonishing. A lot of time goes into this. I mean, you know what I mean? When you got a new build in Birmingham
That's why I
city
tell
centre,
you that Thai people
bricks
will
go
learn
up,
about the art.
bit of paint, you're sorted. Whereas here in Thailand, 700 years ago, it would take years to build. Some intricate design, gold, painted on with red and white. Whereas yeah, back in sunny England, or not so sunny England, rainy England, your new build properties are built with red bricks, a bit of cement, and a coat of beige paint. So very different to what we see back home. So now we're going to have a look at probably one of the most interesting things you can find out here. It's really indicative of how nature kind of takes over when places like this almost get abandoned because of what's happened. And it's a Buddha as essentially was broken down in the war, and a tree has grown around it. So it looks as though the Buddha is hiding in the tree. Wow, that is incredibly cool. Look at that.
This place is lived like a jungle. Now for 160 years long, no one come. Okay? And Buddha head may be fallen on the ground, and the tree grow up and hold the Buddha head up the ground. This is the same tree that when Buddha is still alive, he sit and meditation under this tree, Bayan tree.
That is incredible, absolutely incredible. Like I said, you can just see how nature has formed around after 160 years of no one being here, and you're left with landmarks such as this, which is really cool. Right, let's have a sit down.
The seat for the...
So here we have it, the Buddha, and we can't stand above while we're sat here because we can't be above the Buddha's head. So we sat next to it here to make sure we don't show disrespect. Now let's get up, because that is hurting my bottom. Anyway, that's all from this temple here. I've really enjoyed it here. It's really good. This is definitely probably one of my favorite places on this tour, mainly due to the fact that the buildings are still intact and haven't fallen down. I mean, if you can look here, they're tilting, bricks are on the top. I'm just astonished at how they're still here, but it's beautiful and really nice to come and explore. Anyway, has told me the itinerary, and he says that we've got to go to the next place, and that is the Reclining Buddha temple, a bit like the Reclining Buddha we saw earlier. There's another one just down the road, so we're going to go and explore that before we have some lunch. So let's go head over there now, and I'll see you guys shortly.
What we do here is go back.
So we've reached our final destination before we go chow down on our lunch, and that is the Reclining Buddha temple. And this Reclining Buddha is the biggest Reclining Buddha here in Ayutthaya. There is one more bigger in Bangkok, which is about 49 meters long, but this one is the largest here at around 30 meters. Now here it is. Look how huge that is, a lot bigger than the other one we saw earlier. And you can even see, if you look at the feet, even if you put two people on top of each other, it wouldn't even reach the height to which it stands. Absolutely amazing. And just behind the Buddha as well is the temple, just around here. But this area of Thailand, the old capital, is just inundated with all these old buildings, old temples, old statues. That really shows how Thailand used to be back 700 years ago. Nearly a millennia ago, which is absolutely astonishing. But here is the landscape behind of the old temple, and again, just like the place we've just went to, the Wat Maha That temple, you can see these columns rising up, still staying upright despite the age of time weakening it down. And I think the story behind it is pretty cool as well. The fact that Buddha can whisper and speak to even the biggest of demons and give his wise prophecy and words to him. But anyway, we're now going to head off to get some lunch, so let's go over and chow on some traditional Thai food. I'll see you guys soon. So we've got some Thai food here. I'm guessing massaman curry. We've got some what looks like sweet and sour pork, some glass noodles, some veggies, some chicken over there. Really nice. Let's give it a go. Give it a try. Try some of the massaman. Really nice. Really good. Got the sweet and sour. It's not too spicy. It's really nice. Combined with the glass noodles. Very good, very good. This is the first load of Thai food I've had here since getting here. And yeah, I'm very impressed. Right, I'm going to finish my food, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright? Because Jeff and Rose are looking at me thinking, why are you not eating your dinner? So I'm going to eat my dinner. Right, see you later. So just finished lunch. Really tasty. I mean, I've had Thai food back home, but it doesn't compare to what you actually get in the country. The lemongrass chicken, the Thai chicken soup, the massaman curry, absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you now, I'm definitely going to be having some more Thai food while I'm here. But anyway, now that lunch is done, we've got one last stop to do, which is over to the Royal Palace, the old Royal Palace here in Ayutthaya. Let's go and hop in the van and go to the Royal Palace. I'll see you guys soon. Welcome back. We've arrived at the old Royal Palace, and you can just about see it up there at the rooftop. But first we need to walk through the market with all the local produce. I mean, the bargainer inside of me is very tempted to go and look for some fake Air Forces, but I doubt this is the place to find them. Wow, what is this? Oh, like a pancake. What's that? Do you know what that is? Like a special pancake. Look at the size. Who's using these knives, man? Who's coming on holiday and going, you know what, I'm going to buy me a cleaver? Whatever the case, you don't want to be messing with that guy, I tell you now. Let's just sift on through the tourist trap area here of the market. go and have a look at the temple. I'll see you shortly. So we just arrived to the old royal palace. But first there is another building just to our left that I want to show you. And this building or temple was donated by the Myanmar government about 50 years ago as an apology for what happened when the Burmese kingdom tried to take over Ayutthaya. And this is an absolutely beautiful building put here to commemorate what happened and also to apologize. Let's go and have a look inside and see what it's all about. I think we might have to take our shoes off. Yes, we do. For the 5th time today, let me get these massive clodhoppers off my feet and then we'll head on in. So there we go, got my shoes off. Straight away I see the huge massive Buddha statue inside, very similar to the one we saw earlier. And the entranceway is just so immaculate. Look how beautiful that is. Wow.
This big Buddha is covered with the bronze.
So then
we make gold plate for the body Buddha. The gold plate.
Gold plate. So bronze and then gold plate.
Yeah.
Wow. Look how amazing that is. Got to be thankful to our guy here, because walking around here I wouldn't have a clue. What is the name of today? Why is today a special day in Buddhism?
Buddhism, one Asalaha Busha, the first teaching of the Buddha.
The first teaching. So today marks the first teaching of the Buddha.
Yeah.
So there you have it, the first teaching of the Buddha today celebrates. And that's why you've got a load of people coming to pay their respects.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
And they renovate. And then they give everyone to make a wish. And they will put on the top of the temple.
So this used to be on the top.
No, the new one.
The new one's on the top.
They will put on.
And what does this do?
We call like the gable, Garuda. Look, represent the Garuda.
It's like wood.
Like a bird.
Like a bird.
And this is the serpent. And the Thai architecture is about the serpent and the Garuda fighting.
Wow.
And the Garuda pull up the air. That's the building. Thai style.
Wow.
Thai style building.
Very beautiful. A lot of gold as well. See, I told you, Uma's got the goods, man. He brings the information that I wouldn't even know. I would have just sat there and thought that was some good tile job. Do you know what I mean? But that's an old part of the building.
Give like the head of the Buddha from everywhere around Ayutthaya. It's broken. We imagine the head and the body. The body is gone. You don't know where.
So that's the original head. Wow.
Made from sandstone.
Is there a lot of sandstone around here then?
Sandstone.
Again, we come back round to the side of the Buddha again. Completely made of brass. Absolutely huge. I mean, something like that takes years to build, do you know? You've got to really respect the commitment to Buddhism and the respect people here have for the religion, because at the end of the day we're able to then enjoy walking around and exploring places like this. Are they putting a new light bulb on? Can you see? Just in the middle there, they're pulling up a new light bulb. That is amazing. Right, now that we've been to the temple, let's go and head over to the old royal palace over here. There you can see just here, and explore that a little bit. I'll see you guys shortly.
This is the royal palace. This is used to be a royal residence of the king. And the temple. Now we have a big Buddha standing, 16 meters high. Now over here. And the Buddha is cast from gold.
Wow.
All the body Buddha solid gold. Okay? When the Burma get in the city, this Buddha cannot move. Too big. They set fire at the feet of the Buddha and take away, go back to Burma. Okay, if you go Burma, one stupa covered with the gold. From Ayutthaya, Shwedagong, the gold. You see on the top, diamond, ruby, jewelry from Ayutthaya. So the golden Buddha in the morning we see, now we assume that stay some building, but no record because all the record is burned out. No evidence, but it should be somewhere in this temple, but it's moved out. Okay, now one in Bangkok, two in the morning, big Buddha temple Ayutthaya. So this building like this everywhere, but you can see inside almost broken by fire. Then the core of the standing Buddha we bring out and shipping to Bangkok. Just only the bronze core. And now in Wat Po, if you go Wat Po, you have a green stupa, the tall one. Now inside standing Buddha from here. Now we see inside.
So as just said there, this here is the old royal palace, and inside there's a big standing Buddha that back in the old days the Burmese invaders couldn't take away back to Burma, so they just burned the feet of the Buddha to melt the gold to take back over the border. And I tell you now, this place is phenomenal, and considering it was burned down, there's so much that's still here. Take a look at this. Look at these three massive buildings here in the middle, and all the way around ruins of the old palace. And now I've not been to see the current Grand Palace in Bangkok, but I can only imagine how grand it is when you look at what the old palace used to look like. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Wow. So this is here what it used to look like.
Yeah, it used to look like.
So they're the three spires, and then the buildings in the middle, which used to be there.
Yeah.
Wow. And would these be connected, or is it
It's closed.
Closed? Okay.
A three building like this.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 gone.
Gone. And what would these be used for?
This is the playing room like that.
Ah, okay.
For the Buddha.
For the Buddha. Ah, I get you. Okay.
And this is a royal palace wall. See, almost damaged.
Oh wow. So this is the outer wall of the palace here to keep out the invaders. And unfortunately, all those years ago, it did not work, and the Burmese men were able to get in. Has set us free and unleashed us in the old royal palace here in Ayutthaya. So we're going to go and explore and have a look around at some of the intricate details of this ruin, see what we can find. So all of these bricks still here from ages ago. I mean, 700 years, that's a long time. Do you know what I mean? For something to still be around. But you can see how the grass has all grown on top, and nature is starting to regain over the ruins. So was just telling me that where the king would have lived and slept no longer exists. The only part of the palace left are these walls over here and the spires in the middle, and that is pretty crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, this palace is huge, and the fact that we can no longer see where the old king would have stayed is a shame. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it just shows the history and makes us understand, you know, how places such as Thailand came around and how they became the wonderful country that it is today. But no, I find it really interesting, especially considering seeing the size of it. I mean, look at Buckingham Palace back in the UK. It doesn't even scratch the size of this. It is phenomenally huge. And I mean, it just shows the respect and the kind of power that the kings of the old ancient times would have had. I mean, look, if it was me, I would not be complaining if I had a palace like this. Let me tell you now. So there we have it, guys. That is the end of today's video, and that is Ayutthaya, the old capital city of Thailand. I want to thank you all for watching. I know this has been a longer video than usual, so I really appreciate you coming on and checking out Thailand with me and checking out the old capital city here. Until next time, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and of course, it's an amazing tour guide. Come on, give it there. Yes, thank you so much. So That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out more of what Thailand has to offer and other countries around the world that I've been, check out my channel and drop a subscribe and a like on this video to show your support. I want to thank everyone who's been involved in this video, from the other people on the tour, and of course our tour guide, who's put up with my camera throughout the whole trip. But no, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next Thailand video. See you later. Bye bye.